So we are with Lorenzo Sassi, Chief Designer of the Power Unit at Scuderia Ferrari, ahead of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Common knowledge has it that the Sepang track is one of the hardest challenges for the Power Unit, but is that really the case?
Yes, it's true. The severity of Malaysia is mainly due to the ambient temperature and humidity, so is probably one of the most critical circuits for water temperature for the engines, oil temperature for engines and oil. So it's true, and we need to find the right compromise with the performance to guarantee the right and the proper temperature for the power unit.
It will be rising at sea level, but with high degree normally of humidity in the air, and of course very high temperatures. You just touched that. Compared to the previous generation of normally aspirated engine, do you think the turbo engine can cope better with those kind of conditions?
The turbo compressor is able to compensate the negative, let me say, ambient condition for the performance, so we can increase the boost pressure to compensate the ambient temperature and humidity. For sure, in any case, this is paid in terms of stress in some components, so we can compensate the performance, but again, we need to be careful to guarantee their proper reliability.
The 2015 regulation limit to 4 the number of power units you can use throughout the season without some penalties on the starting grid. Would that mean that some of the choices the technicians made on some tracks like this would be more on the cautious side?
For sure, the regulation with only 4 power units per year makes that we need to find the best compromise between performance and reliability. So for sure, in some circuits we can try to have less performance during the Friday practice, but we work usually to guarantee the maximum performance for qualifying a race.
And finally, it has now become quite apparent that compared to last year, Ferrari has made a significant step forward in terms of power unit performance. So, do you think the podium finish in Melbourne would be a feasible achievement in this track also?
We think that the performance of the power unit, but also of the car, is at the moment able to guarantee to maintain the second position for the first part of the season. So I think that also, and I hope that also in Malaysia we can reach the podium. This anyway for us is a starting point, because our target in the second part of the season, or as soon as possible, is to arrive in as close as possible to Mercedes. So I think that we can maintain the second position also for Malaysia, but we have to think to the future to arrive as soon as possible to be first.